Hello students, welcome back to Narayana Digital Classes. Today we will be solving the assignment number 20 on the topic atomic structures. Let's move on to the assignment. Here the first question. The question is the distance between two neighboring troughs or crust in wave is known as. Let's consider this is a wave. This is a wave, right? In a wave, the height of the wave, I mean this one and this one is called as crust. Right? And depth of the wave, I mean these two, is called as trough, GH. So here the length between two consecutive crusts and the length between two consecutive troughs is called as wavelength. So the distance, the length between these two is called as wavelength. In the same way, length between two troughs, consecutive troughs, also called as wavelength. So generally this wavelength is represented by lambda. Wavelength is represented by lambda. So the distance between two neighboring troughs, this one and this one, in the same way are two neighboring crusts, is known as wavelength. So the correct option is first option. Correct option is first option, right? Let's move on to the next question. So 1 angstrom unit equal to how many centimeters? Generally the length is measured in meters, kilometers, centimeters, millimeters, like that. So very tiny lengths, very small lengths generally measured in angstroms or nanometers, like that. So these angstroms can we convert into centimeters as well as meters. So 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeters. In the same way, 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 10 meters, right? So these angstroms can be used for the measure the very tiny lengths, very smaller lengths, right? So 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeters. So the correct option is third option, right? Let's move on to the next question. Here the question is 1 nanometer equal to how many meters? 1 nanometer equal to how many meters? Just now we have discussed the tiny lengths are measured with angstroms as well as nanometers. So these nanometers also we can convert into centimeters and meters. So here 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 7 centimeters. And the same way 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. So the correct option is first option. 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Here the question. The number of waves that pass through a given point in 1 second is called, right? So the number of waves that pass through a given point in 1 second is called, for example, see this diagram, this is the path of the light. So generally light will move in the form of wave. So this is the wave. So if a wave starts from this point If a wave starts from this point and to this point, this is the one cycle. This is the one cycle. In the same way, from start to this point and end this point, this is another cycle. Right? The cycle 1, and here cycle 2. Right? So in 1 second, different waves are passes through a certain point, different cycles. For example, in this wave, in 1 second it can pass only 2 cycles. So in 1 second, this wave can pass through a certain point is 2 cycles. In other waves, for example, this is the another wave, this can pass only 1 second, 1 cycle. This wave can pass through a certain point is in 1 second as 1 cycle, and this one 2 cycles. So different wave can pass certain point, different cycles. So in 1 second, the number of passes through a given point is called as frequency. That is called as frequency. So this frequency is represented by nu. This frequency is represented by nu. So the correct option is third option. Right? Clear? Let's move on to the next question. So which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? They have given 4 options. The first option is nu equal to c by lambda. Second option is c equal to nu into lambda. And the third option is lambda equal to c by nu. So according to velocity of light, c equal to nu into lambda. If we rearrange this formula in terms of frequency, that is nu equal to c by lambda. In the same way, if we rearrange this formula in terms of wavelength, that is lambda equal to c by nu. Right? So all these forms are correct. So the correct option is here, the fourth option. All of these. So the frequency c equal to c by lambda is correct, and the velocity of light c equal to nu into lambda, that is also correct, and the third option lambda equal to, that is wavelength, equal to c by nu, that is also correct. So the correct option is fourth option. Let's move on to the next question. So here the question, the distance traveled by one wave in 1 second is called, right? Just now we discussed different waves can travel in 1 second different cycles, right? So in this wave, from here to here, here to here, one cycle, right? And here to here, another cycle. So in 1 second, this much wave is passing through a certain point, that is called as frequency, just we have discussed. So one wave in 1 second, how much distance it is passing through a certain point, that is called as velocity of light. That is called as velocity of light. So the correct option is here, the first option. Clear? With this, I come to the end of the session. Thank you very much.